you. No, I'm kidding. I don't care. So we're getting ready to take off. I need to clean up the garage. We have a much bigger, much more important project coming. Something that will blow your lids. It needs to sit right here though. It takes up more space. But in the meantime, I need to finish my customers' projects. So one of the most recent ones I have to do is convert these kind of forks over to those kind of forks. And I figured I'll just show you how I do it, right? Why not? Alright, so we've got some XR70 forks. Nolan Glock is the first one to get these. He had the fork plate CNC machine somewhere, but hasn't been able to get more made. So he recommended I try to find some, and then I went through the internet in China for almost 2 months. Almost 2 months. I found out there's nothing like the XR70R forks. So, and they're not even disc, they're just drum. But man, you put the BBR heavy duty kits on these things and they are. So, it's worth buying them. Aftermarket knockoff dirt bike forks that actually kind of do fit if you cut the stem are still 300 some odd dollars. You're going to spend about 400 bucks plus machine work and cutting, welding. You still wind up spending about $250, $300 by the time you're done with this, but you have a great setup that you just made and you just learned everything there is to know about forks. I suggest learning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the standard Razor dirt bike front bolt with standard spacers. And we're just going to go ahead and mount the assembly. The brake needs to be on the inside, and then you need to have that facing forward. This is going to be going this way. Spacer, put a wheel, that's where the rotor's supposed to be. Alright, other spacer on. Other fork here. I know that because I've done this a couple of times. I'm just staring at the copy. Spacers. It's not much of a gap. It's only like 1 millimeter per washer. So I'm only giving myself 1 washer gap. There we go. Ooh, that's all right. Okay. I made a set of forks once. As I was letting them cure, twisted a little, like that. I was so upset about it. I was ready to throw them away. I mean, they weren't perfect. They work well. They work well, but I was upset. And a friend of mine, Ronell, found out and was like, "Yo, man, what's the deal?" I said, "Man, I'm not happy with these." He's like, "That's fine. I'll try them anyways." Man, he's had them for a couple of months now, and I haven't heard any real complaints. One of the nuts came loose from poor welding. But other than that, I think he's happy. He needs another set, he says. But don't let these guys get off. So you can use like a board, something smooth and flat that you know that you can do on the front and the back to make sure that it's level. So that's what I'm going to do. Now that you got your mat. And now that you've got your mat, and you've made sure that your forks are all lined up, and it looks like it'll fit pretty much the diameter of your fork. Go ahead and cut it. Oh yeah, if you don't need this piece, let me know. I need to get as close to the base as I can. Never ever stay in line with the blade. Don't do that. You want to be to the side. So you got to get used to not seeing where you're cutting and just knowing where you're cutting by hand-eye coordination and how far something is. Also, safety glasses are great, and gloves. That's two. So like this. So like this. It's not that easy. We're not done. Because the wonderful things that Razor does. Inside here is a nut. You need to bash that out. If you want, you can do a little bit of cut and grinding. You can drill. But at the end of the day, you still need a punch and a hammer, and you need to pop, get that bad boy out of there. I'm not going to do that right now. It's probably 11 o'clock p.m. It's a tight squeeze. But there she goes. That's it right there. That's pretty much what happens. We need to pop these holes out because the XR70R has these crazy nut on nut style caps. You're able to thread up here, which means all you need to do is drill the hole out of the tip of your RSF fork. The last part is you need a 2-part epoxy. And you got to scruff all this up, sand it, make it real rough. Really rough. Don't half butt this. I really want you to use some 40 grit and get in there and make it really rough. Whenever you sand something, you're giving it like a record-like surface. That makes an area this big, roughly that big. So you want to sand this up really well until right about here. That's pretty much where the end of the travel is going to be. These guys have about 3 inches of travel, 4 inches of travel. So here's what I've got. I've got 4 inches of travel. If you want, you can buy some Amazon fork bellows. That'll hide this, make it look dope. But it's going on there and it's staying on there. That's it. After that, you have to take it apart at the bottom. You have to take it apart at the top to service it. I got to clean up the insides of this. And I may ask the customer if he wants to buy some bellows and then send them to me. So I can send him these. I think that would be cool. What do you think? Let's just call it a night. I know my girlfriend might. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Good start.
Cover the veggies.
I'm making sushi. She's making her roll, and I'm about to finish making mine.
Oh, does that mean I don't get to have any of that one?